Do you like gaming? Do you like listening to music whilst on the go? And are your gaming headphones a little bit too embarrassing to wear on the street? And if you answered yes to those questions, then this video is made for you. These are the Epos Gaming GTW-270 hybrid gaming earbuds. They are perfect for competitive gaming and they're perfect for listening to music and watching films with too. And I've been using these with my PS5 with this low latency dongle that comes with it. And you can also use this same dongle on PCs, Android phones, and also the Nintendo Switch. But check this out, these earbuds also have Bluetooth 5.1, which means they can work without the dongle with any device that supports Bluetooth, and they support aptX HD as well. So that means you're going to get high quality audio playback over Bluetooth, which makes them perfect for just listening to regular music or watching movies on devices as well. And the entire product looks pretty awesome to me, and I'm a big fan of the Epos Gaming logo. On the front it's an E, but if you turn it sideways, it kind of reminds me of that ancient arcade game, Space Invaders. And for those of you not so familiar with who Epos Gaming are, they are actually the brand that were behind Sennheiser making all those high quality headphones in the past. And now they've branched off on their own with Epos Gaming and Epos headphones, and they're bringing that premium quality with them. So let's get a quick look at the design of the Epos GTW-270s. They've got this really nice gunmetal finish, and it's actually an anodized aluminium, and the case feels really premium and solid. And across the front of the case, we have these 4 LEDs. These indicate how much power you've got in the case because it is a charging case. And the LEDs will show also when the buds are in pairing mode or they're plugged into the mains. And there is a physical button on board. If you push it, it shows you how much battery is in the case. If you hold it down, it will enter pairing mode. And something that I really like about this case is the sort of mechanism here. The hinge, it snaps open, it snaps closed, and that's quite satisfying, like that. And of course on the back there's a USB charging port for charging up the case. And if you're wondering about battery life on these earbuds, you get about 5 hours playback on the earbuds themselves. And if you want to recharge them with the case, you can charge them up to 3 more times, which means you're going to get a total of 20 hours of playback using these earbuds. And something really nice that Epos do is they actually give you a selection of cables in the box. So you have your regular charge cable, which is USB-A to USB-C for the charging case. But then you've also got a USB-A to female USB-C adapter. So if you want to extend the dongle away from the source to avoid sort of interference, you can do that with this cable as well. So that's good. And the earbuds themselves have a closed back design and a really nice two-tone finish and that really nice Epos logo on the back. And these are IPX5 rated, which means these are really perfect for any of you really sweaty Call of Duty Warzone players out there who seem to be able to kill me before my feet even touch the ground. Anyway, on the inside of the earbuds are the connective charging points, and on the right earbud and on the right earbud only is a wear detect sensor. And more on this in a moment, I'm gonna come back to this. So overall, I really like the look and feel of these earbuds. I like the fact that they're quite low key. They're not too loud in terms of how they look. They're quite stealthy looking pair of earbuds and they're not too bulky. And let me know what you think of the design. I really appreciate the fact that they haven't just gone down the route of creating earbuds that just look like a pair of Apple AirPod knockoffs. So now let's talk about what they're actually like when gaming. So I actually compared these to my Sennheiser GSP 670, which are premium over the ear headphones. So what I did was I tested these side by side on my PlayStation 5, and here's what I noticed. So with the over ear headphones, because you've got bigger drivers and you've got more space between the driver and your ear, you get this kind of perception of more space, a wider soundstage in the room. And that's great because it adds this kind of airy feel to the sound. Now, where the GTW lack in this area of soundstage, they gain back in power and what is perceived to be more detail. I'm not saying they do deliver more detail, but I think because your eardrums are closer to the drivers, you're much less likely to miss those little details. For example, footsteps around the corner or something like this. And that can be the difference of winning a game and losing a game. So maybe, just maybe, these kind of earbuds give you a tactical advantage. But that is very subjective because everybody's ears are different and everybody perceives sound slightly different as well. But I do really like the way that these earbuds sound. And one of the areas that I think these were a little bit better than my over-ear headphones is in the bass and low end. So they seem to have a bit more depth of sound, even though I had the same settings on the console. The bass seems to be slightly more enhanced. And again, that might be to do with the fact that the drivers are much closer to the eardrums. And when it comes to the frequency response on the Epos GTW-270s, they support 20 Hz to 20 kHz frequency, which is a very respectable range for earbuds. And they do deliver those deep low end sounds if you want them to. But out of the box, they do seem to be more on the detail side of things and less on the low end. And from my testing of these earbuds, I didn't experience any latency issues. These were just as good as my over-ear headphones. There was no issues with that at all. There was a couple of times where I had a bit of interference and I actually then switched it out for the extender cable with the dongle on the end of the extension cable, and that eliminated any of that. So if you've got the dongle plugged in somewhere where there's loads of electrics, you might get a little bit of interference from time to time, but it's not really a big factor and you can eliminate it thanks to that cable. Now this might be one of the biggest differences when it comes to these versus over-ear headphones, and it's the comfort of things. So with over-ear headphones, and this isn't everybody, but this is some people, you might feel that crushing pressure, the sideways pressure crushing your head, or you might feel a downward pressure on the top of your head, like a pinching at the top of your skull. Or maybe you just get wearing fatigue because you've had them on for a long time and your ears are starting to heat up. Well, the good news here is you don't get any of that with these earbuds. And if you get the silicone tips just right, they actually add so much passive noise cancelling that is crazy. Someone was literally in the room 2 meters away from me talking to me and I couldn't hear them. That's how good the passive noise cancelling is on these earbuds. Now, if you do decide to get a pair of these, here's something you really need to know. Remember that wear detect sensor I spoke about on the right earbud? This is how it works. If I take this right earbud out, the music stops on both earbuds. If I put it back, it begins to play again. So if somebody comes into the room and starts speaking to you, you can take out the right earbud and speak to them. The problem then is, if something's going on in the game and you just missed it because you weren't listening, that person just ruined your half-an-hour Warzone match, and now you're not going to be very happy. So here's the other alternative. What you can do is take out the left earbud. The sound will continue to play on the right earbud. You can speak to them, and then when they're finished talking, you can then put the earbud in, and you didn't miss any of the sound. So this decision-making process took me a while to get the hang of, and it's something you guys should definitely be aware of because it can throw you off a little bit. And there's a couple of other things that I noticed from using this with the PS5 particularly, and that is there is no volume control on the earbuds themselves. If you've got these connected to your phone or your tablet or your PC, it's quite easy to change the volume right there and then. On the game, and this is what happened to me, the first time I plugged these in for Call of Duty and I started playing the game, these earbuds blew my mind, quite literally. They actually rattled my skull because they were so loud that I had to scramble, get into the game setting and turn the volume down. Now I could have taken the earbuds out, but I didn't think of that at the time. It would be nice if there was volume control on the earbuds themselves. There is buttons on there which allow you to skip, play, pause, all of the usual stuff, pick up calls if you're connected to your phone. But there isn't a way to adjust the volume on the earbuds. Maybe Epos can add that in a software update, I don't know. The other thing that I would like to have on these, which they don't have, which isn't a massive problem, especially on PS5, because you've got a mute button on the controller, is it'd be nice if you could mute the microphone somehow physically, because it could be quite embarrassing if you're in a conversation with somebody outside of the game with your mic still on without you knowing about it. So another little issue that I ran into, which isn't a massive issue, but it is something I noticed, is when I was comparing the mic quality to my Sennheiser 670s, these unanimously were much quieter. Everybody said it sounded like I was much further away. So what I had to do was then go into the gain control within the game to adjust the mic levels. Once I did that, the sound quality is perfect. They've actually got two mics, one on both sides, but out of the box, the mics are a little bit quiet. So you might be wondering about the overall sound quality and sound signature of these earbuds. And what I normally do when I review earbuds is I test them with various different genres of music. That way I can figure out how to best explain what the earbuds sound like. So I did the same thing here with these earbuds, just like a regular pair of earbuds. And what I noticed is these seem to be tuned for the high frequencies more than the low frequencies. So it's more about the details. And because of this, the sound signature is really perfect for pop music, rock music, acoustic, live music, and that kind of stuff. But check this out. If you plug these earbuds into a PC using the Epos gaming suite, you can actually customize the EQs, which is a great feature. That means you can actually get the sound that you actually want. But out of the box for gaming, they're perfectly tuned. I am impressed with the sound quality on these for listening to music too. Although when listening to music, I would like to ramp up the bass just a little bit more. But that's just my personal opinion. You guys might think differently. So listen, here's the deal. If you're not a fan of wearing classic over-the-ear gaming headphones, maybe because they're uncomfortable over long periods of time, or maybe they take up too much space on your TV stand or desk, and you want something smaller, more compact, a little bit more versatile, then these, the Epos 270s, could be exactly what you're looking for. I like them, I could definitely recommend them. I'm quite happy to walk down the street and listen to music with them, and I'm very happy to play games with them. And that's what they're all about. They're a really well balanced pair of true wireless earbuds, and they double up as a low latency audio solution for gaming too. And if you guys are interested in checking these out for yourself or checking out the price, make sure you look at the hybrid pair, because that's the ones I'm reviewing here. There is a non-hybrid pair as well. The link will be below the video. If you enjoyed this one and you like tech reviews, make sure you come back for more stuff. To do that, subscribe, turn on your notifications. And if you want to check out my over-ear headphones that I currently use, they are the GSP 670s. That thumbnail is on screen right now. Go check that out, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't be late.